This man was a CIA cryptographer by the name of Charles Heller. He's a genius but a lousy and known as a coward. Charlie is a man away from violence. It lives in a world of encryption codes and algorithms. In a small space, at the office of an American state intelligence agency, with an IQ of 170 in his head, Charlie was used to diving into the structure of the language, composing meaning in cipher fragments, and certainly not in a violent bullet, let alone an explosion.
As a misdirected airstrike.
Department of Defense spokesman denied report.
At home, his life is quiet and beautiful, with Sarah, a wife full of tenderness. Life is straight and meaningful. They have a simple dream, that is repairing a Cessna plane, old that was bought with years of savings together. But not for long. That peace is shattered. When Sarah went on a business trip to London, a terrorist attack took place in the city. That morning, Charlie left for the office as usual, and surprisingly, he got word from higher-ups that Sarah had been the victim in the incident. Attack in London.
Chief Moore. Charlie, I need you to come with me to the director's office.
Director.
At the Christopher Street Hotel. I'm very sorry, Mr. Heller.
Here in London, hotel earlier today. 4 assailants, including been identified, taking hostage prior.
That day, Charlie goes straight home and never know how, for a moment of quiet. At home, he saw the news that the CIA moved fast. They declared the incident a collateral, or disaster that occurs and cannot be avoided. There is no in-depth investigation, no names revealed, and of course there was no revenge. But Charlie didn't stay silent. He searched for the way with his skill to uncover who did it and find something that doesn't fit. In the country's internal cipher system that he manages, he began to identify patterns of communication, which should have been nothing. Files that led to secret drone operations in East, Middle and 1 location code in line, with the existence of a group that claims attack in London. That's where his suspicion was born. He suspected that the AE actually know who the perpetrator of the attack, but choose to keep silent. Charlie tried to show his findings to his superiors, but the response he received was quite disappointing, even suspicious. The head deputy director of the CIA, the one named Moore, and a senior analyst named Kelap stated, not enough evidence to declare the name of the perpetrator, only by a name derived from the results. Cryptography. They had Charlie go back to his duty, bury the grief, and let the higher-ups handle the situation.
I processed all the CCTVs and the audio to give us a 360. This is Horst Schiller, former Armenian IO.
Thank you. But everything, security of this country.
Charlie didn't shut up. It digs deeper. Infiltrated a system he wasn't even supposed to access. And there he found something darker. There was a top-secret project within the CIA which leads to the delivery of bullets and automatic killer system that are programmed to target people based on often incorrect digital data. Some of these operations are known, causing the deaths of civilians. This includes those related to the network, or the perpetrators in London, which also took the life of his wife. Even more astonishing, Charlie discovered that the bullets used in the attack, it comes from the inventory, American weapons sold to terrorist factions. As part of a dirty operation that involved inside the CIA, Charlie brought all his findings back to Moore and Caleb.
Of over 100 eyes-only cables. Same dates, same events.
What are you talking about?
Because he knows exactly what his superiors are hiding there. Charlie showed me all the perpetrators' data and hoped his superiors follow up on the justice that should. But again, superiors refused to follow through. Moore calmly suggested Charlie to keep his senses darkly warned, so that he doesn't take justice into his own hands, and obviously, this is not Charlie's memory. This is where Charlie took a pretty bold. Charlie found out that his boss was also involved in the weapons stockpile, and knew that it was certain that the CIA won't interfere. It's finally, Charlie also asked for some things to obey. He's planning to carry out revenge. With its ability, Charlie only asked for access to special training. State intelligence asked for 5 different passports and personal data. To support its mission, if the leader does not comply, Charlie gives a threat to Moore and the Caleb that he had secretly copied all system data, and that data can be automatically posted to the media if anything happens with Charlie. He had enough evidence to put him in jail. Anyone who gets in the way of his plan, because the head of the CIA had no choice. They sent Charlie to a special training camp. There he was trained by Colonel Robert Henderson, a war veteran, which is beyond doubt the ability and his loyalty. On the country, training goes hard. Charlie learned to make improvised bombs, shoot in pressure, reading the situation in a dark room, and practice your ability to survive under all circumstances. But it looks like the trauma of losing Sarah. They often lose focus. Every time he pointed a gun at the target, the shadow of Sarah's face appears, until time goes by and it didn't feel like 2 months passed. Coach named Hendo concludes that Charlie is a thinker, not a murderer. It has a brain, but have no savage instinct.
So, how do you plan to take them all out?
That's what I need you to teach me.
I'll teach you. Take it.
Oh, come on.
Take it! Aye, now! Put your finger on the trigger. Look at me. Come on, Charlie. You're just not a killer, Charlie. People have certain gifts. I can't make you into something that you're not.
At the same time, we were shown that apparently the chairman agreed to send Charlie to special training so that the leader and his team can search all the data stored by Charlie. The CIA searched the study, even went as far as searching Charlie's house. On the other side, Charlie continued to do training and score some passports and personal data, as per his request, until soon. CIA, who kept searching through the data Charlie had hidden. They found nothing. It's finally, the leader and his team concluded that, in fact, Charlie was just bluffing to get special training. The leader immediately called Hendo and gave the order to end the Charlie.
It's a bluff.
Yeah. Okay.
But great here. Charlie was already a few steps ahead of them. He realized the leader's plan to get rid of him. Because of course Charlie is not stupid. He always bugs his leader so he knows what the leadership will do. Charlie also infiltrated out using false identity that he had prepared beforehand.
He's gone?
He's got a bag full of passports.
Maybe y'all misjudged this individual?
Mr. Heller.
Bugging a CIA officer is treason.
His revenge move started from inside a small apartment in Brooklyn. Charlie came there on purpose because he had studied all the data related to the people involved. In the case in London, he began to assemble a digital map, arranging the contact points, and linked a woman's phone into her laptop. The woman named Marwan, an ex-agents who are now arms liaisons in Europe, at once, shadowy figures in leaked arms deals. After getting a location on his laptop, Charlie continued to follow and observe every movement of Marwan. Charlie tried to infiltrate her apartment, but he didn't get any clues that can direct where the location shooter who had finished off his wife finally arrived at a day where Marwan is undergoing health tests at the hospital. The test is like this, guys. A test entered. Glass-lined impermeable room. Suddenly, during the testing process, the computer that the doctor was operating was off. The doctor immediately checked it out, and it was at that moment Charlie went in there and disguised himself as a doctor. There he forced Marwan to tell them where the killer was by giving torture.
Tell me where Horst Schiller is and I'll let you out.
Open the door.
I'm sorry, not until you tell me. Tell me where he is. Let him go, man!
But back again. Before leaving, Charlie is the one who can't stand it. Instead, removed the Marwan from the glass room. A little fight ensued, and by the time Charlie catches up, suddenly the Marwan was hit by a car. There, the Charlie walked up to him calmly and took his phone after that. He immediately changed places, secured himself. Charlie goes to Prague, the city he knew as an arms shipping chain, last time tracked from the Marwan's cell phone. Was just in a new location. Charlie reunited with Hondo, who has got order from the CIA to follow him. Inside the discotheque, they met, and the Hondo said that he found Charlie from the GPS phone he stole from the Marwan. But Charlie's not stupid. He had some explosives ready, small in the bathroom, to distract and run away.
Ends
here.
Do you ever account for the things?
Knowing everything might not be safe, Charlie starts to move. Secretly, he bribed an ex-Intel local to assist him in the mission. Intel that will help her is a woman, who turned out to be the ex-husband of a CIA agent, who was betrayed and left for dead in the deployment. The woman named Quallen. At night, Charlie and Quallen went straight for data. Where are the syndicates he hunts? Using the data in the HP Marwan. They hacked all the cameras in the city and found a guy named Blasik, which is also connected in London incident, was in a hotel. Knowing almost every night, Blasik was in that hotel and swam in a glass pool. That depends on top of Charlie plotting a smart. He hacked the data from the building's construction engineers and studying the glass pool arrangement.
420 centimeters in total, weighing 150 tons of water.
After that, he calculates all with formulas and prepares a detonator device that serves to suppress decompression of trapped air in between two layers of glass. Once everything is ready, at night, Charlie came straight to the hotel with the help of who watches all the CCTV from home. Action was launched.
¿Algún problema? Tell me where to find Horst Schiller.
Who are you? This is a joke, I don't get it.
This is a remote that controls a device that if I trigger it, the glass will shatter. So tell me where he is.
You should get out of there.
After that, apparently there is Hondo, who secretly also followed Charlie. But with the help of those who accessed the CCTV, Charlie could easily leave there, avoiding the Hondo. But it's not as simple as that. Charlie wins. And of course, the AI, also smart. CIA managed to find the location of Charlie's hideout and Quallen, and soon ambushed him at night. Because they had seen from the CCTV, they both ran away, through the back door and got in a car. But in pursuit of the ensuing chase, it looks like the courier was shot.
You're okay.
Charlie immediately took the wheel and managed to get away from there, despite the loss of life, Quallen. After all that, Charlie looks a little grieved and is back on a mission for missing some clues. Now he opened his laptop and accessed data buying and selling weapons. What the leadership did, he was dodgy. He made a fake transaction in a building with the network group that killed his wife. When the transaction occurred and the group opened the box, weapon chest, it turns out the contents, not a weapon, but a bomb, which has been planned with the system when the box is closed after opening. Then the automatic bomb is about to explode.
Move away or cross the beam, it detonates.
Who the hell are you?
Photograph. Do you see it? You recognize her? London, maybe?
Took her life.
Wasn't me, okay?
Where is it, Schiller? Where is it?
You're bit sea, right? He stays on this boat. Port on the Baltic, Primorsk. That's all I have.
We'll see.
Charlie got a clue that it turned out to be Siler hiding in a ship by the shore. After getting a clue, Charlie still left without turning off the system. The bomb he assembled. What's Charlie? Moved to approach at the location that killed his wife. In a harbor, he started looking for the information he needed, trying to think from which angle he can get. Hint of ours he observed with Jelly. Who's the person there that's pretty suspicious and will be the way to the cellar? She photographed someone standing on a small boat. At his house, she studied the photo and searched the ship's details from license plates. That was in the previous photo. Not only that, see Charlie, doing a programming through CIA access, which until now he can still access. Afterwards, Charlie returned to the harbor and returned to observe. But suddenly someone hit Charlie from behind until he was unconscious. Charlie was immediately taken by a small ship to Big Ship, where right there is where the sealer is. In that ship, the two of them finally met, and a conversation ensued.
Who's coming after me?
Me, I'm coming after you. I came here to face my wife's killer.
So it is just you. Charlie's revenge?
Suddenly there, Siler even gave a gun to Charlie and challenged, "Is Charlie able to pull the trigger?" According to the sealer, Charlie's more sadistic than that. So far, Charlie has always killed the target. Its target with intelligence and torture enough.
Suffocated a woman in a dropped a man 16 stories. Your elaborate murders from a distance. Because it's hard to take a life, but doesn't mean you're weak. Go ahead. End it face to face.
There it is.
Charlie didn't even pull the trigger. But she's doing bigger things. She's not just want to kill the seller, but also wanted to torture in his own way. It turned out that when Charlie accessed CIA data, it aims to hijack and inject digital pilot system to the ship's server remotely. That system can be remotely controlled using a GPS system.
You invited me in, and my watch, so I'm the transmitter. British Navy gave them this location.
But who controls all that? This is where everything is answered. At the same time, where the sealer will be immediately captured. On the other side, head of the CIA center also reported that she was with Charlie, managed to collect all the data, that proves that one of the top brass in the CIA has done the illicit business of bringing in weapons. Because that thing, one of the leaders will soon be arrested. From here we find out that apparently, the highest leader was the one who operated the sealer hijacking. The deal is, Charlie is willing to work with the top leadership. Because Charlie asked for one thing, let the sealer be imprisoned, and give Charlie permission to come up to him and do whatever he likes on the seller in prison. Finally, revenge is avenged, and everyone involved has been caught. Now scene, showing Charlie visiting the tomb, his wife after he met the Hondo, which turned out to be also involved in the fort, Charlie and support him secretly.
Thank you. See you around, Charlie.
With the success of a vengeance born of intelligence, the movie was finished. For this time, there is no message I want to send from this film, because this movie teaches winning through the way of revenge. There's actually a theory from Thomas Aquinas who mentioned that, actually in the world, God has entrusted justice in the hands of the perpetrators of justice. For example, the higher-ups, the leaders of even the police. Maybe this is a picture. When Charlie, knowing that his superiors do not want to uphold justice, then he will seek and prosecute him. In his own way, but it's not a message. It is a theory of Thomas Aquinas. Or maybe if you can help and please, write in the comment section about what lessons can be taken from this film. Hope you will share your thoughts and write. So much from me. And thank you so much